So tonight we have a very special guest, Propaganda Poet. I met him last week. He's an amazing person. He's a Shawnee Gypsy Jew, social justice humanist, making his long sought after return to California. He sees tattoos as oh, I can't show you them all, but my wife does tattoos. So when I read this part of your bio, I was like, yes, we counted the other day. I think I'm at 31 or 2 and she was at 31 or something. We lost count to somewhere over 20, right? But yeah, he sees tattoos as a physical manifestation of emotional scars and lost count of his somewhere around 20. His works include an array of poetry, music, performance, and teaching at the collegiate level, including creating and curating Hearing for Marginalized Voices through Poetry series, which I haven't checked that out yet, but I really want to because that's just amazing. Like, I love that. I love that you did because there's a lot of marginalized voices that just can't, you know what I mean? And so this is what I wanted to create open minds for is to give people voices that didn't have their voice, didn't have their time, right? So yeah, not only that, but he has this new book out, Word Tornadoes, and it's following up in the footsteps of his debut book, 2020 Division. He explains himself to no one and everyone in this way. This world makes no sense to me, so I make music and poetry. How freaking cool is that, right? And then he also has this beautiful quote uh, from Joaquin Z. The most beautiful thing in life you could ever hope to be is yourself. And I truly believe that, man, because we're all unique. And yeah, I feel like we have a pretty good room of some pretty unique people, for some pretty unique, talented people. And we're gonna go ahead and get this started. So I actually wrote a poem this week. Uh, the reason I did this as a weekly thing, because me as an artist, I want to grow more and I want to write more. And I figured, well, if I got an open mic to host every Friday night, like I'm gonna have to at least write one poem a week, right? I actually wrote two this week, which I might get around to the second one because we're probably gonna do a second round, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and start this off, and then following me is gonna be Carmen. I was hoping Bauke would show up, but Bauke is not here, and I got a list going, but yeah, I'm gonna start this off. It's called Human Unity. Bear paws, wolf teeth, steel blades, bone sheath, creep silent, no speak. Tonight we feast, blessed meat, greens from endless rows, plant seeds, they shall grow. Old, enough to know this story just goes and goes and goes. Rains fall, rivers flow, sky delivers snow. Move close, it's getting cold. But this is the path chose. Ancestral twine, twist ropes, binds our minds together with hope. Future ever changing. We've been switching lanes, be amazing. Rearranging this reality, convergence of our mentality. The urgency for our unity is stronger than it'll ever be. So follow me. The sounds you and me create humanity. Let's make this planet great for the future seeds to grow and blossom. This earth could be awesome if the first steps we take is together as one. Poem done. I was inspired by you there, Bear.
You you humble me, sir. Thank you. That's like one of the greatest compliment you could ever get is that you inspired someone. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so tonight, starting off, we have she's been almost at every Open Minds event, and she's becoming a staple here. And my wife and I just absolutely adore her. She's an amazing poet. She speaks from so much soul and love, and just yeah, I have nothing but good things to say for her. And her name is Carmen Gil. And so if we all want to unmute our mics for a moment and just give it up for Carmen Gil.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
Carmen, set it off
I
then.
appreciate the kind words. Oh man. Well, thank you. I am reading a freestyle, no title. The salty water cascading over the fresh wounds, sinking into the cuts, dressing her delicate skin, causing stings and aches to come alive again. She sighed in relief, embracing the slight pain that every drop caused. It reminded her that she was still able to feel, experience some type of pain that caused an emotion to arise from within. Pain was such a familiar thing to her, almost a comfort, that would wrap its arms around her neck, heart, and mind, gently cradle and squeeze her just enough to make her want to hold on for dear life, before just releasing, gasping for air, clutching onto anything in order to stay in the present. This dulled her. The routine, the words, the smiles, they never brought enough satisfaction, not enough emotion to snap her out of her mind. She needed to feel as though she was fighting for something, missed the slight squeeze around her mind that was just enough to take her to the brink of crazy, made her feel normal, a chaotic mind, somehow eased her into restful sleep, pushed her to new boundaries she needed to experience, show her a lost journey leading to stumbles and accidents, bruises and cuts to a beautiful sea that she could call her own, filled with wonders and joys, brought her to a place she could jump in and feel that suffocating comfort ease over her. She embraced it happily. The stings were welcoming, the salt an old friend. The waves were the silent music that she needed in order to feel once again. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, let's unmute and give it up for Carmen. Beautiful as always. Keep it up, girl. That was a freestyle. So I think we're gonna do a special night one night where we do like freestyle poetry, and to ensure that it's freestyle, I might give a topic and then just we go ahead instead of a writing exercise, we're just going freestyle and just come off with whatever comes up on top of our head, because I feel that's where the real creative juices come, and that's where the real creative juices get born. But Carmen, that was amazing. Now for another one of my wife and I's favorite, Nayma, you're up next. What do you got for us, lovely?
Thank you. Gosh, what have I got? Okay, you'll have to forgive my shameless plug because I'm on the last stretch before my book launch, so I will shamelessly plug my
Plug
book.
away. This is the place. Put messages in chat, because when I do the thank you emails, I'm also going to include any plugs, any links that people posted in the chat. I will include that into the, because I personally send out thank you emails to each one for attending the events, and so I include all of that because I save the chat transcripts. So plug stuff, type stuff in the chat, do what you got to do.
Thank you. This is a poem from my upcoming poetry collection, COVID, the Wordy Wilds of a Mind Under Lockdown. It's called Limbo. Africa calling, a convoy in the shadows, constant and ever present, a home but not a home, anointing my edges. Still, I fit nowhere. Here, my name is foreign, my appearance questioned, but where are you from originally? Probes Goldilocks, cornfields in her hair. I have reconciled with the damp, dark streets pierced by dimples of obtrusive artificial light, illuminating an artificial pond. The dry wit and caustic humour, the sarcasm, the armour we wear, the sleazy sullied snickers of bawdry backstreet jokes, the women who reject gazing at the floor, audaciously holding his stare, the jangle of frenetic city life, the busy lives of others, filtering into our busy breaths, in the darkened alcoves and desolate cubicles of existence. Sartre echoed, "You're in bad company." The clattering coffee shops, amid sips of acrid Arabica, the inane monologues on current affairs, clandestine consultations, a temporary respite soaked in caffeine and butter pastries. London calling, cosmopolitan and enthralling. It is the home of a lodger, the key to the kingdom presenting the illusion of belonging without belonging, the solitude as natural as blinking. There, my name is familiar, my appearance fusing with the dry alleyways and whitewashed facades facing off a fierce sun. In the hodgepodge pavement cafes, where once Ginsberg and Jean Genet supped on mint tea, where tolerance is privately practiced but never publicly preached. The lamb and cumin infused air that coils and slithers before reclining across your skin like an impermeable veil. The language of my ancestors, tinged with my Britishness, my speech fluent yet betraying as wide-eyed locals chuckle like a pacifying parent. You're not from here, are you? In the Medinas, the night sky turns down the heat as families parade in their best attire. Sunflower seeds whose saltiness fizzes on the tongue, sugar-roasted peanuts washed down with canary-iced lemonade. The men who gawk belligerently, their eyes betraying the indignity of a shameless woman who refuses to look away. The crested clay tagines joyously bubbling away, terracotta fat jolly uncles, the enticing wisps of flavour, the fragrance of l'enfance, the Gnawa drum beats, a throbbing pulse, dancing, chanting, healing, a portal to the beloved on the wings of a trance, a cultural hub that captivates and offends, a shared identity, an organic pond, rich with community, kindness, support, love. To serve is to be with Allah, the allotted roles, deeming marriage and its fruits the paragon of ambition, gender hindered, scornful eyes from the arbiters of decency as I light my cigarette. I am without decency and without God, casting off the shackles of both, the dogma of belief or illusion, in the clutches of tradition, bleeding, bequeathed injury, spurred on by my scars. You're not from here, are you? The cross of the diaspora, life's longing for the other, each suit offering some comfort, but ill-fitting nonetheless. Thank you.
Wow, everyone want to unmute and give Nayma some props. I'm without decency and God, cast it off both. Wow. That was amazing.
Thank you.
That was truly amazing. So we had a few other people lined up to perform, but not many of them showed up. So next on the list here that I had is gonna be Vayl. So Vayl, if you'd like to bless us with your words, if everyone wants to unmute real quick and give a quick hoop-de-hoop, holler and let her know we there for her.
We go, yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay, where is this thing? There it is. I think a couple of people have already heard this, so sorry to anybody who has, but I just like it. It's newish. Within the past month. It's a sequence. Exoplanet. 1. I am so lost here. Here in this meat. And I can't tell if it's holding us back or holding us up. I can't tell what's real in this soup. Mind-melding gut bacteria, hormone profiles, mirror neurons, a fungus that takes over your brain? Reality is teeming with potential, swarming, seething with options and possibilities. I don't know if I could even imagine anything beyond these bone-bound oubliettes we find ourselves in. If I can follow every last spark of sensation to its nerve-laced origin, what do ghosts know with? How do they feel? Where does their love live? 2. I find here myself. I find here at the center the string and slime and congealed grit of me. I find biological agents of order and change, shelter and love. I find every drop of passion running through blood, lymph, cerebrospinal fluid teeming with proteins and antagonists. Here is a memory made of acid and oil. Here is joy, an astronaut, flying from dendrite to dendrite, faith in the void and velocity. Here is the definition of serendipitous, arrayed in all its molecular whimsy. Here is the faintest trace of madness and caffeine. Where is art? Is all creation only synthesis? How is imagination? 3. There are millions of beings who call your meat home. You are a metropolis, a biome, an ambulatory planet. Do planets go to heaven when they die? Does the Earth's mood shift as we roil her matter with our gouging, churning, burrowing? Watch her magma flow in great slow beats, her passion rising. And we, her parasites, clinging to her skin and believing we are the answer. When she dies, does she go to heaven? 4. Beyond all this teeming, squeezing, salivating life, what is it about the spaces between, the millimeters between, the heartbeats between the bones of your spine and the thread from which dangles your life? What is it about this small emptiness that is so vitally important that losing it, even once in a while, even for a little, even in just a few places, coccyx and lumbar, between C6 and C7, can stop everything? A skipped beat, a stilled rib, and gone as though you never once oozed your liquid, illogical self across the surface of this world. Do planets go to heaven when they die? I wonder for just a little while longer, or longer and longer, feeling dissected from meat, thought mind from oil and electrolytes, and soul. Oh, soul, do you go to heaven? Do you die? Little planets, wandering lost. Who are we? Thank you.
Wow. Everybody want to unmute real quick and give her some props for that, dude.
Yes,
Yo, you
wow.
were right, propaganda. What? That was so dope, man.
I love it. It's really deep. I
It
mean, you take us
was.
on such a soul-searching journey.
That was truly amazing. So Phynne Belle, I had you on the list a little earlier, and so I know you just showed up, but you're next. If you want to bless us, everybody, unmute yourself. Give her a nice welcome, man. Little props here.
Good afternoon. Sorry, no camera. I lost track of time and I was so dismayed. But I'm glad I didn't miss prop. And by the way, your pronunciation of my government name is completely beautiful. Tricia, that's correct. But
Okay,
yes, I
good.
go, I go by Phynne Belle.
I like
Um,
Phynne Belle too. I love how she says her government name. She knows what's up. Stickman. We're just a number really. The name's not even tied to us. It's the
you're
number.
just a number, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go with something that's pretty recent. I am not prepared today. Good lordy. Okay, here we go. As soon as this cooperates with me. Technology is lovely. Righty. So this is called I Am Water. I am seeing everything. I wonder about the moon and the tides moving when I rise and fall. I hear the song of kin, vibration, and misery in my ear as I slumber. I see the mountains above head, crystal and destruction looming. I want to be in their company, chant their alien melodies, and dance upon fire knives to their tribal hymn. I am seeing everything. Today I mystify the lagoons with my movement, mimic the fish swimming, a frenzied pattern in the twin ocean above. I feel the echo in my breast of the bulls emerging, calling out to a mate they do not yet know. I run my fingers over the clinging bubble of coral and call her statuesque, implore the blood-bright algae to let me rename her Rose. I fret all my 5 sisters have consumed life and still do not appreciate its mysteries. I covet the known that ignites in their eyes. I weep for the lover I pull down to the depths of my being, watch the blue of his life abandon him, and mingle in the swirling bubbles as he becomes only mine. I am seeing everything. I accept that to capture his notice, his fickle god attentions, I offer my beating heart, my oath, to cleave my body in half so he may settle, wait between feeble limb, and claim dominion upon land and now sea. I proclaim on bruised lips that love is intact and sacred and mine alone. My sisters tear out their hair, mourning, their shrieks deafening. I have fever dreams now of a weightlessness I can no longer summon. I wave as my father blesses the burning orb, embraces her as they sink to familiarity of their haven each night. Goddess Moon arrives and she departs. I attempt to learn the trickery that keeps my beloved's eyes upon me, the artifice to amuse. He is an explorer in his bones, a conqueror. He collects baubles at every port. Goddess Moon arrives and she departs. I weary of the skin. The stale air shrivels and rejects me, reveals my subterfuge, foreign daughter. I repeat my nightly prayer, fervent. Close my eyes now. Tonight the moon descends, my mother's eyes shining upon the blade. I smile and plunge her mercy into my tide pools. I am at peace, at long last, as the fish in the twin ocean join in with their brothers below to serenade me with their wailing lament. I am one with the waves rushing and receding. I taste the brine of myself, and my kin overwhelm me, fill me to bursting. A constellation breathing upon Neptune as he wraps me in my burial shroud. I am seeing everything. I am whole once more. I am home. Thank you.
Wow. Everybody give it up for Phynne Belle. That was absolutely beautiful. That like transported me back to a time, like a past life. Like
Thank you. Yes.
that that was amazing. I'm kind of I'm kind of disappointed you missed my poem. Now I think you would have enjoyed
Oh my
it.
gosh. Um, replay one of these days. I'll come back for a replay.
Yeah? All right,
Yeah,
I'll have
sure.
to do it another night for sure. Yeah, we do this every Friday night. And I plan on continuing to do it every Friday night until either I die or my internet breaks. So, yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad, Finn, that you got to show up to share those words with us. Like he nailed it on the spot. With your voice sounds like an ocean. Like just the way it flowed was amazing. Like it was so beautiful.
I appreciate that. I carry the ocean in me. Water.
Yeah. I actually have a poem called Ocean, um, that I might do for my second round here, just because, or you might hear it another night, 'cause I think a few of these people have heard Ocean, but I'm not sure. So, up next we got Elemental. Let's all unmute for a moment and give Elemental big props. Whoop de whoop.
Go in, poet. Yeah. Show us what you got, brother.
Oh, shit. Peace and blessings, everyone. To every poet who came before me and after. I appreciate you. Really, I'm mainly here to support my dude, also of the Loboist. But I will share something new. Just because this dude, he's always inspiring people to do new things. So I feel it's only right to share something new in a space that's honoring him. So this is Eyewitness. 67 years ago, straight from the city side of things, son of Louis and Mammy, born in 19 tragedy, one state away from a place time forgot, past cronies and shadows of feather entangled letters that swear to God they represent the American way of keeping lives separate and unequal as intended, according to their founding fathers, who borrowed everything from pillaged cultures except humanity and pirated the rest to McDonald's later, found every possible way to make themselves picturesque standard of superiority at its finest, where Jim Crow stands as highness turned blindest of eyes to pigment privileged individuals in spaces where human rights are irrelevant, or any rights, that left folks dead for walking down wrong sides of streets or into wrong doors, clearly marked white only, because Black folks use back doors and backwoods with backwards-minded barbarians pretending to be civilized and lynch mob breeding grounds, looking for any excuse to let loose their irritation on all things integration related, at least till this youngster came through. 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing, wasn't worried about nobody and nothing, down in money, seeing life through a lens of immortality, simply expressed his recognition of something he saw that caught his fancy. But Miss Nancy didn't like that, so Karen called the Klansmen and defended and honored that they themselves have problems of holding, brought hatred crashing down on a child, to send messages that cowards can kill with impunity to reinforce false senses of supremacy, made this baby a child of Tallahatchie. Threat in the flesh at any coordinates south of the Mason-Dixon, broadcasted a candy-coated confession, and still grand jury refused to charge based on horrifically swollen facts, and still waiting for justice. It's simply the law working as intended. Continued freedom for devil's henchmen, spread feathers from corner to corner consciousness, and backroom deals where Black lives are worthless. We refuse to hear their voices from this day forth in matters beyond blasphemy. Take everything said with grains of salt to enhance true flavors of villainy. May you never rest in peace, but pieces of same dreams deferred, passed down as judge and juror, foreman turned executioner. Just another mockery in this democracy, I mean, aristocracy, I mean, hypocrisy we call America. Peace.
Hey, my boy. Hey, that was good, man. My boy, you killed it. I'd love to do some collabs with you too, man. I love that flow you got going, man. We definitely need to link up, man. And I really hope that you come out, every Friday if possible, or whenever you're available on Fridays, man. You are always welcome here at Open Minds, bro. Bless. So check it.
Hashtag inhuman. Storm God in the building right there.
Right? Bless. My dude Bear, it's on you, buddy. Let's everybody give it up real quick for Bear. Yeah.
Well, first and foremost.
Oh, so I see you with the O side shirt on. No, I see you. I see you. Let's go.
I just am so grateful to share this world with y'all. Like, for real. Thank you for making the world a better place, because the world knows we need it to be a better place right now. So thank you for the spaces you create, because of these spaces being here yesterday. Because of these spaces being here today, someone made it through yesterday. So,
Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks.
Well, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and kick things off with a poem actually by the French poet Baudelaire, who said, "One should always be drunk, that's all that matters. So that you not feel time's horrible burdens that breaks your shoulders and bows you down, you must get drunk without ceasing. But what with? With wine, with poetry, or with virtue, as you choose. But get drunk. And if it's sometime on the steps of a palace, or in the green grass of a ditch, or in the bleak solitude of your own room, you are awaking and drunkenness has already abated, ask the wind, the wave, the star, the bird, the clock, although it rolls, although it soars, although it sings, although it speaks, ask them what time it is, and the wind, the wave, the star, the bird, the clock will reply, it is time to get drunk. So now you never be the martyred slaves of time. Get drunk, and never pause for rest. With wine, with poetry, or with virtue, as you choose." And so I have, I got a book.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
I'm doing this book tour thing. You can get, I'll put my links in here. And I now have a link to like my tour, both virtual and in-person dates as they come up. And this Word Tornadoes, the name of this book was inspired by the amazing Noelia Serna, who is a ridiculous poet. Like, oh my God, poet, editor, all around amazing human being. So if you don't, check out Noelia Serna. But she, I mentioned on one of her posts, I said, "Word Tornadoes, that would be a great name for a book." And she said, "Well, then write it." And when Noelia Serna tells you to write a book, you write a fucking book. So I did. So I'm going to read a couple pieces out of here. This first one goes out to all the y'alls. This is dedicated to all of my sinner poets and proud weirdos. This is called Ripples. Let they who are within sin cast the first stone, because we are not alone. This stone is skipping across the universe, sending ripples like gravitational waves that pave the ways for creative forces to flow. I'd far better than just rolling the bones. These stone-thrown ripples always beat the house. Never to be taken for granted. These granite solutions create the foundations that can bring down this Goliath nation of ego fuck towers built on funeral wreath flowers, reminding us that we have the power if we just choose to live it. So don't tell us not to throw our stones just because you need to atone for all of your sins against our humanity. That is the true profanity, trying to pull it all apart instead of bringing us all together. So let us flock like birds so we can spread the word. We must not let them cull our herd with false prophecy and forced autocracy. They will not block our way. We will have our say. It's time to have ourselves a real judgment day. So yes, let us throw these stones. Let our ripples grow. Tsunami tidal waves that usher in new days of community, culture, poetry, and song. That is what they have feared all along.
Yeah.
Tell them also.
And then, so I teach at Miramar College in San Diego now, which is ridiculously amazing, all because the universe is a great place sometimes. So
Congratulations, sir.
I just
Shout
want
out
to,
Professor Lobo.
I'm
Yeah.
so much gratitude, because I wouldn't have even tried to do that if I didn't have these online groups to get me through the last couple of years. So I'm here because of this. So I cannot thank
That's
you enough.
amazing, man. That's
So,
amazing.
but being that I teach in college, I often wonder, will the real higher education please stand up? You see, they're hoarding knowledge in college and selling it to the highest bidder. This is the bitter truth, cutting off the youth to any possibility of doing anything other than just scraping to survive, preventing the possibility of actually living until they die. And this is all by design. This system is full of it. All these red flags that say if you don't play our way, then good luck ever having a say in how this all goes down the drain. I grow ever so tired of trying to explain how this pain is created. This architect's insatiable need to feed all 7 of their own deadly sins can never be sated with all of the hatred that they created, and then they scream about it all just being fake, or trying to convince us all that it's just innate, or we're all just ingrates who don't know how to appreciate it. Well, I'm here to thank you all, my global poetry family, for showing me that it's never too late. You see, we can unblock all the knowledge we want, and it can be all for free. They don't have the only key. Street knowledge and spoken word college are always in session, where we can learn from the most important lessons in our collective poetry slam sessions, where we can manifest all the best inventions with very real intentions of teaching and learning from each other, each and every sister, each and every brother, that maybe we can finally find a way to fix all this shit and maybe even move forward together.
Hey, that's so crazy because that poem I read earlier, man, like you inspired me by like almost was saying the same thing you just said there, and that was crazy that I picked up on that vibe, dude. Like my
I
brother,
appreciate
my
you,
brother
man. I
from another
appreciate
mother
you.
right there,
I
man.
appreciate you, man. Thank you. And thank you again for these spaces, man. It's important to remember that these sideshow attractions house deeper distractions. You see, I am a man bun on a bald dude. Yeah, I know that shit don't make no sense. Well, your shit don't make no sense to me. All these false allegations of beauty like gallows poles throughout the centuries. Don't act like trending is a new thing when popularity has been singing the praises of the master races since the early phases of civilization. Now, if only there were more civility in the citizenry, then maybe we could meet at the cross sections of intersectionality where dreams can actually dance with reality. And maybe, just maybe, instead of just coexisting in this insanity, we could stop limiting the definitions of humanity. And then I'm going to
Yeah.
read a couple of micros. I've been really getting into them. Like, I'm a slam poet. Like, that's how I started my whole thing. And I'm always, like, introduced as, oh, this is a slam poet, you know. Now. And so, how much can you get in 3 minutes, right? And so now I'm like,
Yeah.
how much can I get in 3 or 4 lines, you know?
Oh,
So,
let's hear him, bro. Rapid fire. Let's hear
uh,
him.
and these are actually, there's a great, amazing poet on IG called Jennifer Gordon Poetry, who coined the phrase "mic drop micros" after listening to some of my micros. So there's a bonus track section in the book. It's called mic drop micros. Here are some mic drop
Nice.
micros. Capitalism. This OG pyramid scheme got us all making memes instead of inciting revolution. Welcome to reverse evolution.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Danger, Will Robinson. It seems like everyone speaks in anger these days. We've all become fluent in a rage as we all start to drown in communication breakdown, lost in space in this digital age. Waving the red flag. An empty suitcase, longing to be filled again, heavy with baggage. Dark Star. The scars on her skin mark the beauty that was forced to live within. As of yet untitled. If ink be my blood, I have a poem-sized heart. You are the title.
Jeez.
The Beltane Boogie. Jesus saw his shadow. From the cave he did emerge. Now 6 more years of hell on earth. We are to serve. But on Beltane nights, we reserve our rights, dancing to our own rhythm, just as we deserve. And then I'll give you one more mic drop micro. This is called Preferred Perspectives. Try this pronoun on. God identifies as we. Just think about it. So I got another book here, 2020 Division. I'll read a couple poems out of there if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
The poems that I'm going to read out of this, how's my audio? Yeah, you can hear me all well? Yeah, okay. The poems that I'm going to read out of this.
Straight to the soul.
Some of them are also on this CD called Haiku Tenka and Senryu Omai. These are poems that are like 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 haikus together to make one big poem. So I'll read a few of those. First, though, I'll read the title track, title track out of 2020 Division. I really just don't know what to say anymore. I thought for sure this world would be better than this. But I guess I was wrong. Time to go write another song. You see, this world makes no sense to me, so I make music and poetry. And then another micro, because I'm digging these are
like
fun.
this whole micro, dude. You know what? We're gonna do a micro night one of these nights.
I'm down. I would love to do that.
Mic drops. We're gonna do a micro night for sure, man.
I'm totally down for that. It'll be lots of fun.
I got a few features coming up, but we're gonna be doing one of these because I do this every Friday, so we're gonna be doing one of these micro nights.
Nice.
You inspired me with that, man. Like you inspired me with this last poem, and we're gonna be doing this up.
I got the cell phone ringtone blues. I just had to look when you weren't looking. Ill-advised, perhaps unwise, but I just had to see the lies with mine own eyes. 'Twould seem that sometimes stardust is not in fact forever. It's probably pointless, but I wanted you to know you're leaving me with quite the heartache in my soul. You were always my volcano, but I was just your smoke and ash. And then, okay, so here are these are the haiku chains that are also on the CD with music behind it. It's like kind of electro dance music mixed with jam band, kind of. I don't know. My buddy put it together. It's pretty cool. So, life feeds on life. Found this broken bowl where a kitchen used to be. What is left of me? Past me always thought that future me would fix this shit. Future me is pissed. Shifting in and out, permanence is a mirage. Life, temporary. Empty plot of driving me crazy, this subtle susurration, no silent echoes. Empty plot of land where my house used to be, like being erased. Ancient village gone, revisionist history, like being erased. Time to break the mirror. Human existence is the greatest theater, so entertaining. Our visions of God reveal ourselves more than our visions of God. An honest to God message from God this last year, message not received. Karma is kicking our collective asses, but it's all our own fault. Too many damn lists. Commandments, rights, soiled laundry. All we need is love. This is the American way. Stop hoarding the air. Lungs and other luxuries will always exhale. Stray cats have their strut and unicorns have their horns. People make me sad. Our flags have been at half-mast so long now it has become our new norm. Congress spins big lies, leaving us with nothing but a box of spiders. Why talk around it? This shit is falling apart. We must do something. And then one more. Evolution, not revolution. America Now, Handmaid's Tale, and Jesus Wept, 1984. We must keep digging until we feel something else. This pain must not win. Round and round we go. I'd rather not be your foe. No room there to grow. If we normalize humanization, perhaps things might get better. Ambiguous sun rising over the scorched earth. Soon, Mother will wake. So I'll do one more that's on the CD, and it's actually in the second book, Word Tornadoes. Prayer ties, sage, and sweetgrass, littered with beer bottles, cigarette butts, and shell casings, marking the landscape with the Venn diagram of the colonizers. But we will be unmarked no more. Try to disguise lies. Whitewashed history denies oral traditions. While native children rise again to remind us past crimes are still here. Remains revealed, built upon these buried truths. Don't let them forget. Little ones cry out. Try to keep our past buried. Spirits still shall rise. Little ones call out. Try to keep our past buried. Our ghosts still shall dance.
Wow.
Since 1492, when that killer Columbus sailed the ocean blue, people have been running for their lives, from boot heels, running from guns and knives. Well, maybe if they'd had the respect of Eric the Red, 3/4 of my people wouldn't have been left for dead. Labeling this a new world is just fucking tragic. For 100,000 years, the people have danced in its magic, and finally we expose some of the false and oppressive ways, and they think that they can shut us up with Indigenous Peoples Day? Well, maybe if they had the respect of Eric the Red, 3/4 of our people wouldn't be drinking themselves dead. You see, giving us alcohol, clouding our awareness with alcohol and pills so you can offer a mountain of paper for the Black Hills, but a closed mind can never understand land doesn't belong to people. People belong to land. And I'm going to give you one more, and then we'll go into the second round. How's that sound?
Yeah,
That sound
yo,
good?
I love that last line there, man.
Thank you again for listening. Thank you for encouraging my behavior. Thank you for helping me getting to where I am in my life today, because you did that. It's your fault. So I blame you. Okay. We are in very dangerous times. In those wretched countries where a man cannot call his tongue his own, he can scarce call anything his own. For whosoever wishes to overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin so by subduing the freeness of speech. Benjamin Franklin said that. And that is why I am one single confused poet in desperate need of a quotarian, as America's train of thoughts is becoming just a bunch of empty boxcars that Willie wouldn't even ride. So I'm forced to hide my treasons inside my rhymes, and every time I get up on stage, my rage, well, it's just a pretty show. 'Cause you know everything about to come out my mouth, man. You've heard this shit all before. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool because he must say something. Plato. So what can I say that hasn't been said? Man, I got nothing in my head. Nothing but rehashed song lyrics and reused TV episodes that I use to try to confuse and abuse. Man, I ain't got no magic left. I'm just a victim of self-destructive theft. Many speak of changing the world, but few speak of changing themselves. Leo Tolstoy. So what can I say that ain't already been said? But I got all these voices shooting through my head, shooting stars one and all. No, shooting stars one and all. But are they really pure? Are they really the cure? Can I truly say that I'm spitting the truth when I'm relearning old lessons about myself each and every day? He who knows others is learned. He who knows himself is wise. Lao Tzu. So what can I say that ain't already been said? But all these voices in my head won't let me stop writing till I right all the wrongs that lead to all the songs that make heroes out of killers and fashion out of shackled thongs. Man, we done gone and forgot that whole concept of divide and conquer, like Black Buffalo soldiers slaughtering the savage red man, when all they really should have done was just taken the time to extend a hand. And maybe even try to understand each other. Maybe then our motherland wouldn't have left us all just a bunch of bastards. I can sum up everything that I have learned about life in just 3 words. It goes on. Robert Frost. So So while teachers were telling me that what I do isn't poetry, I was taking my rhymes and finding poetry of a different kind, because it just kept echoing in my mind. Man, the reasons are clear. It's the truth everyone fears. Like Chuck D once said, the crowd's so near, but you still don't hear. So what can I say that ain't already been said, man? I intend to beat this horse because it's dead, man. It's time we all just wake the fuck up before I'll just break the fuck up. And if I'm just repeating myself so much, I'll just feel like numb from the neck up. Fine. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, I hate quotations. Tell me what you know. I look forward to listening to all the poets again in the second round. Thank you for your voices. Thank you for your energy. You are all so beautiful. I can't wait to hear you again. Thank you.
Yo, hey, let's all unmute real quick and give a big loud holler for Bear. That was amazing,
Woo-wee, what a
bro.
performance.
What a show,
Awesome.
man.
Ah,
Yeah.
that was magnificent.
Oh,
Magnificent. Oh my goodness.
Showing off all
Propaganda poet, you just
skills, like,
smacked it right out the ballpark there.
right? And he touched on every subject and every note and just, brought the thunder, boy. That shit was great, man. That shit was
Bear
great.
is amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so we have another 50 minutes.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Hey, so we have another 50 minutes, and so we all got we got a little a second round here going. You inspired me. I wanna get in on some stuff too, man. I know y'all ain't heard some of these ones. One I wanna do quick, just cause the ocean, man, it was in my head, so I had to pull this whole poem up. I don't know if any of y'all heard this one before, but it's called The Ocean. The salt hits my flesh. The ocean grabs my soul. The water envelops my body, and I am happy. I've lost friends to this damn pool. I've pulled peoples from its jaws. White crackling teeth, fierce, yet so beautiful. Untold stories lay deep within its bowels. I love this place and its wicked ways. The sunshine creatures and those of shade. Sand on my skin, stuck like the memories. So many days and nights, good and bad. These waves have washed away so many tears, brought joy, laughter, smiles, and pain. Damn this place. I love it with all my heart. And just another quick one. That was just I had to do that
Woo!
one. Yeah, I had to do that one quick. But this one, this one's a little grimy. It's called Cleanse the Wretched. And this one, Bear just inspired me to spit off of one of those last ones he just did. And so this is called Cleanse the Wretched. My teeth reek from the meat I consume. Exhume my past self for clues. I'm past help, no bruise. I'm past self, I'm you. Yeah, that's true. That's health. That's right. I'm life. And well, that's strife. But there's no time to hide. Just take pride in being alive. 'Cause the letters you are make survive with the proper vibe applied. Pliers to my mind, extracted time to cultivate these rhymes. Divine squire, speak from a higher power. Speech I devour. To reach my people I preach, never sour, just leak in this hour. We keep our power united, it's ours. Enlightened minds, spitting crooked lines, so you can see between the blinds pulled over your eyes.
Damn.
Yeah, and then real quick, I got just another one too. But this one I labeled the evil in men. Blistered hands, 3 different sands from foreign lands, countless blood types, tote bags full of toe tags. So sad the gross bad. Blood and ash taint the land, but peace only blooms at night. Savage minds rip the flesh out. Ass first, that's the weak spout. Carnivores pour the cheek out. Be proud is what they say when the beef's soused. But me, I don't see south. I look up. and dream for miles. Fields of free food and green piles for all who need smiles, hand held out, reach to all in need. Think of all they starved. Now think of all we can feed. Inhale for all those who can't breathe. Now take a second, feel your mind, and scream. Go ahead, everybody, unmute your mic and just scream. Want to hear them? All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Holler, who, whoop-de-whoop, people, what? How we gonna stand by and let the young die? Him or I will always choose the future. You know why? Simple math. We leaving trash for them to clean up. It's fucked up. The rainforest is almost gone. By the time this poem turns into a song, half the biodiversity in the Amazon will be gone. So what's next? Who's gonna stand up to fight? Be real and make this shit right. Or else we can kiss our own asses goodnight. Felt good getting that off my chest. I'm glad that y'all sat through me doing that. And we're gonna loop back around for round two. We still got another 45 minutes here. Yeah, let's go ahead and start off with Vayl. Everybody give it up
Okay.
for Vayl. Round two.
Okay, these are two slightly shorter pieces. Trigger warning for school shootings. Underneath. We are under our desks, the air tastes of metal. The hallways, all those lockers, that linoleum makes footsteps sound like firecrackers. So unlike the rip of bullets through air, through wood, through skin, flesh, bone, the air tastes of metal, and the blue boys outside blaring their bleeding pleas and keeping us locked in with him, while he tears ceaselessly through us, making angels, making war, making love to the government. We are under our desks, the blue boys are keeping him locked in with us. The air tastes of metal, the sound rebounding. We recoil, we are under our desks, the door opens. It is not 1990. The children are screaming in the park across the road, and I think they are dying because now is not 1990. And there are as many bullets as baseballs thrown at children these days. So the children are screaming in the park, and I think they are dying, and I pray for the sound of whistles, of deep shouts, encouragement, and not panic, and for these screams to go on without stopping for hours, exuberant and elated and everlasting as planets, jubilant as youth. So when the children are screaming in the park, I can distinguish the sound of their laughter from the background of fear. Thank you.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Thanks,
Like
As many bullets as baseballs. Like wow, wow.
And so we're gonna move on because Vayl has to leave in about 10 minutes. So
I think Vayl had one more thing to say.
Oh, did
I
she?
just wanted to assure you that humor in the face of grief is entirely appropriate. When my grandfather died, we buried him in a pink shirt because my grandmother used to say she would bury him in a bright pink shirt if he died before her. So we did, and all the pallbearers wore bright pink too.
That's
He
fucking
was a
great.
minister. The other ministers who showed up were appalled at the family.
Oh, I'm sure. That's great. Yeah. So Carmen, if you would like to bless us with another poem, we would really appreciate that.
Yeah. This one I brought at another open mic. I don't think I read it here. Freestyle, no title. If I had vices, it would be you. It would be the syrup of words that spill from that lovely half crooked smile that used to look at me through a screen. Then across the table, during dinner in a foreign place, finishing in bed, syrup coating my dome, my mind, my thoughts, until all I could dream was you. If I had vices, it wouldn't be drugs nor wine. They never got me like you did. They never made goosebumps appear on my arms from hearing you say my name. The comfort never came like your arms did. Alcohol just leaves me with a turned stomach, worse than the stage fright that overcomes me. Wine tastes sweet, yet still doesn't bear your kisses. Wine leaves me with headaches the next day that remind me of the ones I had after I said goodbye. After months and even a year of pretending that it was the best choice until my heart burst and tears drown the buzz of alcohol, the want to finally try drugs, the want to sleep into an abyss. Wine brings up the sadness like that annoying gossip friend that somehow becomes busy after they get all the information that they wanted. I wish I had vices. I wish I could sleep the day away without you plaguing my mind. Your name replaying like a catchy shark. Old memories playing like a classic. Advice that would drown out the life lesson. I knew we had to learn through each other. One that would make the pain go away and the memory stay. That would stop telling me that even our bad times weren't bad. Just miscommunication. Just young love moving fast. I need something to help this ache in my chest, close the hole in my mind, filling it with memories, emotions, feelings. I just need a hit of vice that isn't you. Thank you.
Ooh, girl. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, that was beautiful, man. Like
Oh, and
you need to
Carmen, I
write a book.
realized
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say I realized that my ASL applause got weaker and weaker. That's because I have problems with my hands, not because I was that enthusiastic. I just looked at myself in the video. I'm like, it looks like I'm applauding really sarcastically. I'm
No, I
not.
got it.
Okay,
I
good.
get it. My friends are the same way with carpool, so I get it.
So coming up next, the lovely Nayma Chamchoun.
Thank you. I'm going to go a little bit political, so bear with me. This poem is called Dominoes. The aching disbelief of the scene I perceive, blue knee on a black neck, the horror I can't forget, I can't breathe, the world's conscience on the street, Minneapolis burning, the troubled tide turning, the hurt that refuses to retreat, the stump chumps jeering, the hate-fed, easily led, slinging mud at the dead, murder justified by the God-fearing, their jingoistic insecurities on a platter, their master's voice soothes and flatters, boyo their bigotry and see how they jabber, all lives matter. The denial of privilege, white or otherwise, the stranger chastised, a flaccid, aggressive verbiage, afraid of minority status on the land, the First Nations know the score, and their ancestors before, General Custer's kin, taking the past stand, fearing the same crushing treatment and condescending appeasement of minorities at their hands, the brazen unmasked clan, the Confederate caravan, the vain victimhood they present. Minnesota awash with rage, the sleeping world wakes with a start. Around the globe, protesters march. Racial equality takes center stage. A chief charlatan with a Bible, a murderous teen with a rifle, a belligerent bonfire of discontent, ablaze with the rancor they augment. The mothers who cannot be appeased by another whitewash from the police. The riled redcaps mobilize to condemn and villainize the racially profiled minorities crying out, I can't breathe. Discredit the victim and not the assassin, approving police brutality, excusing Black fatalities, angry weeds suffocating compassion. Black Lives Matter, across the earth flash fires of dissent, dismantling colonial remnants as the right wing resentfully vents. All lives matter, blue lives matter, the incessant chatter. The boomer and the libtard, the gammon and the millennial, their grievances perennial, shoulder chips and race cards, their words cutting and charred, each wing working against the other, a grounded bird, a peaked pot stirred until it bitterly pops and splatters. Dr. King's children back to shatter, the privilege still denied. Murder will be televised. Through the eye of the needle threads the power of the people, the heckling, bleating sheeple. At the heavy heart of the matter, Black Lives Matter. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. So dope, man. We got our two more performers in, so we have another half hour left. We're gonna go ahead and start off with Mattie D is gonna come in. So if you ready, everybody unmute your mics and give it up for Mattie D.
Hi. Can anybody see me? Hi.
We see you and hear you loud and clear.
Hi. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I was not prepared to go up so fast.
All good. Take the time you need.
Okay. Do we need to do trigger warnings, content warnings?
I mean, if you want, we're all pretty open-minded here, and we've been
Okay.
spitting about some pretty dark stuff. So
Okay. So this poem is called Original Sin. Okay. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Or maybe I don't know how to talk about what happened in the confession booth. It's not so easy to leave the church when your brother doesn't even know why CPS is at the door. God says my body is a temple. God says I am selfish and that I should pray. My father played God in my creation story, and I have learned not to question how he loves all of his children differently. But if suffering is my God's will, then so be my fury. Cigarette smoke on the bed sheets, bedside Bible in a motel. I am learning how to feel less dirty, to close the drawer and check out. But some days I'm still a voodoo doll connected to my God by a single needle and a string. God really must hate ugly, I think. God really must hate me. My mother tongue is speaking now, and I'll be damned. Lucifer questioned and fell from your grace, so faith is kind of funny. Narcissistic abuse is a sick joke. I'm still playing hide and seek with my own memory, begging for a Westboro Baptist form of forgiveness to come white out the bloodstains and call me clean. Damn near every religion finds a way to justify violence against women. Medusa got cursed for naming her abuser, and I too am still waiting for some brave man to see me without petrifying instantly. All God ever did was blame me for knocking shit over and told me to pray away the clumsy, like punch buggy, like 2 for flinching on some AA shit, forbidden fruit shit. But if you say this is my fault again, I will Molotov cocktail myself through the stained glass windows of your house. The church will always be no comment, but I'm righteous with my speech. Eating the apple now, and eating can go fuck itself. Meanwhile, Sky Daddy says I am acting hysterical, being cruel for speaking his brutality into tongues. God says outside of Adam and Eve's incestuous love story, there is nothing. But I've been worshiping inside the observatory, and I have seen a constellation, and God has been blowing up my phone ever since, reminding me he's going to die soon. Boo-hoo, dead to me already. No proselytizing outside my house. I have grown an entire garden from the single rib that you fed to me as scraps. Between 2 choices, speak up or eat a bullet, I have found the courage to rapture this silence and make you mortal again. Wait till Lucifer hears about the shit you let fly in this house. I'll make a sky out of you, Daddy, but you will not be my Holy Ghost. You will not haunt me. And ain't this the reckoning you are threatening? Medusa got no justice, but the men that tried to kill her all got their shit rocked. Survivors make vicious executioners, so I pray you sick your dogs on me now with your illusion of power against my army of hiss. Venomous tongues chomping at the bit, framing my face. I have made a wicked circle of protection around my English. Let me make a lesson out of you now. I dare you defy me. Tight fit dress and still never asking for it, with snake hair and still curse, but keeping my head and live deadly for all my parcel tongue friends. Good God, holy black speech, I am fucking precious to me. Next time you dare take my name in vain, summon it from Lucifer's mouth, and remember, hail Satan, kneel before my devil spit, because he put Cerberus on guard at my door, and I swear some nights you too were God-fearing. I am become the voice you coached out of me, defying the chasm of quiet preachers with battering ram blasphemy. Blessed are those who fall from your grace and never get invited back home for Christmas.
What?
Ooh, what?
That was fucking awesome.
Mattie. Yo,
Fuck
welcome
yeah.
to the family. Welcome to
Thank
Open
you.
Minds Over Mic. You came out with the fire.
Thank you.
I really hope that you show up next Friday and the following Fridays after that. Take a swig. We all chilling. We all drinking. We all smoking. We all having
Yo,
a good time. We all open mind. And I'm pretty sure I'll speak for everyone in this room right now that thank you for showing up. Even though you showed up
Thank
late,
you.
thank you for showing up.
Thank
No
you.
doubt. And we all did
Mattie,
2 rounds
I don't give
though.
a damn what's going on. Connect with me, come through, find me, find me for real.
Right?
Find
Yes.
Yes.
me for real.
Thank you.
Okay,
Seriously.
I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about the universe right quick.
For
Okay,
real.
this is a
Let's do it.
crazy story about the universe right here. Ready for this? So I'm moving to San Diego, California, and I'm cruising through in my moving truck and shit. And I stop up in the Bay Area because Nazila has got the Berkeley Slam going. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go to the Berkeley Slam in person with Nazila in person. Yes. So I get
Yeah.
there, and then there's this badass little motherfucker in the corner, like with their friends, being like, poetry, I'm here for poetry because I'm good at this shit too. And she was amazing at it. And then we chatted, and it turned out that she was in a Buddy Wakefield, and I hung out with that dude back in like 2002, some shit like that. And then, but no, here's the other part. So we connect, whatever, we're talking, we're chatting. So then she's at what bar in what town?
Starry Plow in Oakland.
Oh, see, y'all know
No,
each
no,
other.
where you
Nah.
found the thing on the wall. Where was that?
Oh my God. In oh gosh, somewhere out in the valley.
So like some random bar where I did a show way back a million years ago, and my name was still up on the wall. And like she sent me that picture, and I was like, okay, yeah, we're supposed to know each other. So and then now she's here, and check out you all being like, holy fuck, and now elemental. That's how shit works. Just ripples, man,
Hey,
ripples.
oh,
I was just ripples.
open minds, baby. Open minds. Like I said, we creating a community here. We're connecting people, bro. Like I want to get this social thing going. Like we're creating a movement here. It's us as poets, us as creative artists to be the voice of our generation. And we're not gonna stand by and let all this other bullshit run. We're gonna link up in random bars wherever and like all get together random. You know what I'm saying? Like we do this every Friday. We would love to see you again, Mattie. That was so dope. Next on the mic, everybody give it up to Spencer.
Okay, for sure. Just what I need to hear. All right, let me see. All right, I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. I open up shop, I don't shop at the store. My brain open up like butterfly doors. These butterfinger niggas slip to the floor, sweet to the core. I be running tracks like Andale. Speedy Gonzalez, I be dropping bombs and they show what time it catch me in outer space. It like a comet. Look at my swag, it drip like a faucet. Shorty gripping till that bitch back up off me. Killing everything, I'm gonna need some coffins. Waking people up, but I don't drink coffee. I be going hard, them boys be some softies. All I know is real, why they be so faulty. Only time will tell when I be exalted. Put yourself in a position to prosper. My mind is a castle, step into my fortress. And then I was like, she caught butterflies when she saw me this morning. Certified, I don't need no endorsement. Down the ride, if you need reinforcement, ride or die, you are not so important. Fake love, tell me, was it worth it? Lately, it don't feel too important. At some point in my life, I thought what I felt mattered, then realized it wasn't important. At some point in my life, I was somebody else. Now I feel like a whole different person. At one point, I was holding myself to a standard, then realized that nobody's perfect. Hella times in my life that I wanted to give up and realized that it was all worth it. Now I'm living my life with a purpose. On the come up, I'm scratching the surface. Look.
Yeah.
I flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, like Muhammad Ali. My style is so gorgeous, it be too easy. I don't gotta force it. Optimus Prime, how I be transforming out of my body when I be performing. My soul and body, my conscience is forming. I'ma put the beat up on the George Foreman, coming for my enemies with no warning. Camo coat when the shit get to storming. Toy soldiers, I'ma hang them like ornaments. He lethargic, baby, he ain't no sergeant. You gon' have to salute me on some player shit. Ask about me, baby, I go the hardest. Obviously, you don't know who you playing with. I went hunting for a hater this morning. Full Metal Jacket the way I be spraying shit. That's a wrap for that one.
Yo. Well, I got lost in that last one, man. Spencer done fucked my mind up, bro. I got lost in that last one. Got my list all fucking mixed up. Hey, Elemental, is you and then Mattie and then Spencer again.
All right, for sure. I appreciate you, Prop. Listen, to all of y'all, really to all the poets, y'all really make this thing go round. Really, I the people who know me They may get tired of hearing me say that, but it really is the truth in my world. You know, poets really do. This community really does make this world go round. So this is something that I've been working on, committing to my memory. So if you've heard it, hopefully it's gotten better. This is in cadence. Standing at crossroads of summer and madness, already on borrowed time, labeled problem, voted least likely to live past 18, running from a fortune teller's tale with path and palm, I left home to join the army. The day I left, my mama cried. She just knew I would surely die because I was weak. Oh, I was weak, but I joined the army. Never mind what I thought I knew. This was hard work, did more before 5 a.m. than some would do in a lifetime. Shoot, questioned every breath, my body cried out in excruciating bliss. Kill! I stepped into someone's nightmare. Shoot, shoot to kill. And if he ain't dead, we gotta reload, and shoot him again. Breathe. Sight picture. Aperture, alignment, scan. Your lane, first target, 50 meter. My mama was there when I left. My daughter was there when I left. My son was there. My fear was there. My life was there when I left. But that's the reason I left. You're right. Worst of the worst, berserker mode, earned blood stripes, low crawling infiltration courses, and 50 cal showers. Fixed bayonets and hand-to-hand stance made butt stroke series, mad reflex to win at all costs. Cause now every day is some good hard work. Sounds like, of course, it's morning, hard work. 5 miles at old dark 30, hard work. Pounding the pavement in cadence, hard work. Carrying history in this rough ways, just over 400 years worth of misconduct the UCMJ created articles for toward every loyal Marine, airman, sailor, Buffalo soldier, and hellfighter who put their lives on lines for a country and cause that takes ours freely. Mama, can't you see what they've done to me? What this army's done to me. Oh, I had to get in step when misery tested my spirit and racism showed its pale face. Felt the agony of road marching Kentucky's summer sun, but agony taught me to push past my limits and get in step. Right live, keep in step. Kevlar garments proudly declare Uncle Sam ain't rid of me yet. Stitched in script over hearts to maintain grip of men and women ready to die in any theater or combat mission. No biggie, nothing made sense till I learned guts made the grass grow. No atheists in foxholes, tracer rounds on blackout drives, and you hear the choppers hovering. This was the taste of strength, a finely tuned instrument of demolition forged in mile after mile of singing repetitious commands. Kill the enemy, take control. So early in the morning. Demented instructions scratched into lullabies to serenade enemies into afterlives, make them fear this shoulder-powered, gas-fired whore, tucked tightly into my repetition with a one-shot, one-spill, center mass disposition. Mama, can't you see what this army's done to me? Made me a weapon. Fighting injustice abroad and imperialism at home, a new Double V campaign, still dying in the same mud, with the same blood, with no love, in the name of America. Hope I made you proud. Peace, y'all.
Bruh, you made us all proud. Your mama should be super proud. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. God bless, man.
Appreciate y'all, truly.
Let's all give our hands up together now for Mattie D. Get it, girl.
I love you guys. I'm so happy to be here. Okay. Binaries are generally not helpful, with the exception of any instance where consent is involved. In these cases, yes and no are complete sentences. Fight and flight are only two responses of the autonomic nervous system. There's also freeze and fawn. Yes, when you mean no, not really. May we notice silence and nervous laughter too then. You quietly compromise and the shame eats you like a dying star. Binary doesn't really work for me. 0 or 1. 0 or 1. Is it 0 or 1? He says, you have to choose. Do you love me or is there something else out there for you? 0 or 1, he says, and I want both. But Pavlov blows his whistle and I come. And yeah, obedience makes you a good girl, but breaking the binary and letting myself love everything in between makes me feel like a real girl. Girls are from Mars and boys will be boys. Make me palatable on your terms. Binaries box up an infinite child so the world can eat them in a single bite. And now look what the binary did to the sweet boy. He never learned about sharing is caring. Girls are toys. I mean, girls are from Mars. I mean, girls are from Venus. I can't remember the nursery rhyme. Sometimes I feel like a factory defect, a joy machine put in a box that nobody wants to buy. I've been made to think monogamy is the binary, but binary is just hand-me-down tradition, and tradition is killing too many beautiful things that I want to kiss. Boy commands the room, demands an audience to listen to something they do not understand, so I am a boy now from Venus. You've been cordially invited up to my planet for years and can't afford the trip. Cannot make the time to see me. Light years away, I pixelate in your eyes and become static, idealize. The planetary being shrinks her love to fit into a single set of hands. But you puppy dog and I Pavlov and have been. I'm growing out of my awkward Pinocchio phase and becoming a real girl, but motherboard overload, it is time to finish the Toy Story series on a high note. Andy still doesn't know what my real voice sounds like. I do not get to exist until you come home. Andy has an object permanence problem, but pull the string and I will say the same thing I said 4 years ago when you bought me. I want to go outside and play. But then you'll call me dirty, right? Write your name all over me, but I still belong to myself. My love has been known to make a man feel weightless. Let me invite someone else over for a game and you'll see. 2-player mode unlocks the gravity and we'll all float on, all right? But I don't want a cheat code. My love is a voyager and speaks in cursive. Radio's out to undiscovered worlds and galaxies far, far away. My love is patient and believes in life on other planets. The boy says he regrets this, calls me impossible, and then kisses me goodnight. What a cosmic headfuck. Cupid's chokehold. If you trust fall, I will catch you. I promise in binary, I will travel and I will return. Hand over the controller, you'll see. Let me hold you with my hypertrophic heart. Be still, my beating wild thing, while we wait for someone to buy this message in the stars. Rugrat, messy hair baby has too many favorite channels to choose from. Don't make me. If it is 0 or 1, 0 or 1, are you my girl? Do you love me? Then yeah, forever. But if it is 0 or 1, and binary makes a black hole, and love is a vacuum, then no. If those are my only 2 choices, then can I ask you something before I go? Could you forgive me? Can you visit me someday? Will I ever get over you, kid?
Wow.
You are in the presence of the wrong cat, because I will say you have completely. All right, you need to be.
You need to be with
Hashtag
Elemental.
inhuman.
Monday.
Hashtag inhuman.
Every Monday, you need to be in a space that I tend to host at time from time to time.
I tried telling you, Matty, about New York.
Listen, Monday night, all of you, from what I've heard of you tonight, listen, if I was the host of any open mic, if I could have all of you come through and bless that space and blow every single transistor that Zoom has in their arsenal, I would truly love it and appreciate it. Truly. If you don't know how to get to the New Yo, if you don't know what the New Yo is, never heard of it, please get in touch with me. Let me know so I can connect you. Y'all are fucking phenomenal. Matty, find yourself Monday nights. Come through.
And with that said, Spencer, bless us with another one. What?
Woo. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we good, bro.
Okay. I appreciate the love, my man. Last of the real remain my brothers. Lost some friends, gained some others. Chameleons always changing colors. Minimize your pain and suffering. Visualize your claim to something. Demons try to claim my cousin. It ain't no shame in saying something. That mental health a motherfucker. Don't entertain unrighteous claims because you could lose your mind. That's why I'm sticking to the script like a porcupine. Speak the real, they not gonna listen. Heave that righteous proposition. Fuck you got to brag about if you ain't got no pot to piss in. Granny taught me about survival. Wanted me to read that Bible. I've been drinking out that bottle ever since I lost Abuelo. I know that won't bring him back, but it's been hard to change my way though. Look up at the stars at night. I swear I can see his halo. Heaven truly has an angel. I see life at different angles. All the lessons that he left me with, I'll be forever grateful. They trying to give us breadcrumbs, but I don't do no panko. I got that low for me every time I see the payroll. I move a mountain for my younger sister. Regretful for the lack of effort made to kick it with you. But even when I'm not around, you know I'm right there with you. I had you on my mind while I was trying to paint this picture. It ain't always simple to blend in with the color schemes. Amongst other things, I've been trying to do the best I can to make you proud of me. The ones that love me do their best to try to keep me grounded. And I'm so grateful to have them. Where would I be without them? The information that they left me like eternal treasure. Motivation and conversations got me doing better. To hold the weight of the world, how could you truly measure? To have no care in this world, I hope one day they let us. I've been down so many times, so all I know is get up. Never backing down, I always face my problems head up. I've been shooting for the stars, so I'm gonna keep my head up. Anything less you should consider disrespectful. That's that one. Yeah.
Hey, dog. Yo, you killing that.
That's just a little something I wrote not too long ago.
Yeah, you killing that, bro.
It's all good. I appreciate you. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Hey, so we're running a little over time, but y'all still feel like we vibing and we got a few more minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead and say thank y'all for coming out. I love you all, and we're gonna end this up with Propaganda. Look like he wiring himself up with a fucking guitar right now, and he about to fucking do a song for us. So let's all fucking give a big shout, clap, holla, hoop, whatever for Propaganda Poet, baby.
Woo! Yeah.
Bring it home, baby. Let's go. Come on.
How we sounding? We sounding good?
Crisp and clean, baby.
I'll do like 3-4 pieces, so we'll go till like 6. We'll go for like 20 minutes. Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, if you want to go after that too, we can all stick together too. Link up. We can chat. We can bullshit. Remember, Open Minds with Mike. This is a place for us to collaborate in, dude. Like, there ain't no time limits.
There's a road emergency happening as this is happening, so if I have to leave, I have to leave. But hopefully.
So if you just like drop your guitar and run off, should we like call somebody?
No. It's my friends who are in trouble, but they're driving my car right now to me, and they're broken down. I feel really bad, but.
Okay. Well, hopefully your car makes it back in one piece, and hopefully they make it back in one piece.
Yeah.
But until then, fucking blow our minds, buddy.
So, holy fucking shit, all of you. Like, I'm so blessed to share this universe with you guys. Okay, so clickbait. In the age of algorithms, nothing is true. The data is driven, and the vehicle is you. When the sun burns out, we'll light the world with tiny glowing screens. Tiny glowing screens. When the sun burns out, we'll light the world with tiny glowing screens. Tiny glowing screens. Stop, look, and listen to Raining Death on the airwaves till you feel a comfortable numbing just between your ears. Free thought lulled into a dead calm passiveness, subliminal mind rape, the assassination of the soul. Lifetime programming for women. Programming women. Movies for guys who like movies. No sissy boy chick flicks allowed here because everyone knows that real men still don't cry. They get even.
They get even.
When the sun burns out, we'll light the world with tiny glowing screens. Tiny glowing screens. I can't tell if I should be terrified, troubled, irritated, or just plain pissed off at this quagmire of electrical currents trying to drown us all in the wake of 15-minute fame. Xbox, Netflix, satellite dish, how many channels do you wish? 100 million billion to choose from, but do any of them actually teach you anything even remotely close to real? Synthetic clothes, pathetic shows, what's in, what's out, what's new today? Shit, punk! That was old yesterday. While warm, wet mud, blood of our mother is scarred and infected with cold, hard concrete and steel. Birds and bees and flowers and trees are battered and bruised by self-starting signs everywhere. A sign of one great big festering neon distraction. I have a suggestion to keep you all occupied. Learn to swim. 'Cause when the sun burns out, we'll light the world with tiny glowing screens. Tiny glowing screens. When the sun burns out, we'll light the world with tiny glowing screens, tiny glowing screens. And for just for just $39.95 plus postage and handling, you too can own a piece of the American dream. But what they don't tell you is once you buy into that vacuum, you have to spend every waking moment of every day, of every breath, of every time you wish you had the time just to stop by and say hi. But you can't, because you're too busy trying to crawl and climb and rip and rend and tear and hope and pray just to survive, catch a glimpse of the sun, and if you're really lucky and, let's be honest, a little obedient, maybe you'll get to steal a 2-hour window into the lifestyles of the rich and famous. When the sun burns out, we'll light the world with tiny glowing screens, tiny glowing screens. Well, open minds, open mic online. I know where to find those birds and bees and flowers and trees and mud and blood. And I refuse to waste all my time wishing that I had more time with you. So when you come to my place of business, you'll just find a simple sign. The open mic sign-up list. Thank you all once again for showing up. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play some of my. I'm gonna play a song. This is a song I wrote, or the universe wrote, and I just play it. I don't know, but anyway.
Hey, yeah, I think it's the latter, dude. Sometimes when real good shit comes out, like I think it's the universe speaking through you, bro. Like we all got a little piece of God living within us, and you're a very good vessel to translate it through. So thank you for blessing us with it.
I hope I honor it well. The first word was held in the heart of the mother. We should have listened. The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. In my journeys through life, I've seen a lot. So many always taking what they ain't got. Never looking in their own hands. Always taking from the other man. We're tearing up the earth. We're headed for a fall. There'll be nowhere left to live if the winner takes it all. If the winner takes it all. Take away our land, give us back nothing at all. There'll be nothing left alive if the winner takes it all. If the winner takes it all. If the winner takes it all. So here we are again, backed up against the wall. There'll be nothing left when the winner takes it all. When the winner takes it all. When the winner takes it all. It's time for the common man to learn from the natives and understand that if we just give away control, there'll be nowhere left to go. We can't all just sit on by and watch them make our mother cry. Disrespect by the sky while the winner takes it all. While the winner takes it all. While the winner takes it all. And thusly shall I collapse, parallel with this world, my stardust unfurled as we dance macabre into oblivion. And then
Yay.
I wasn't gonna do this one, but after that last poem, Mattie, I'm gonna do this one.
Yeah, do it.
This is called Controlled by Remote. You should know that these sideshow distractions hide deeper distractions. Content warning for satire. I am toys of war and you are easy bake. I am hard at work while you are house to make. You were born to nurture, so I guess I'll just sit on my ass and take. You are Barbie and I am G.I. Joe. I am strong and fast and you are much too slow. I know that you mean yes all the times you tell me no. I am monster truck and you are minivan. I am out in bars while you are family plan. You know it's just my way and you ought to understand. Cause after all, you are makeup and I am erector set. I shall build the world and you can wash my sweat. I'll give you rings and things, but that's all you'll ever get. You are pink and I am blue. I guess that means I get to tell you just what to do. You know, say it with pride. My pronoun? That one dude who just kicked your disrespectful ass, fucker. Pink and blue are so old school. We need to rebuild with a new set of tools. Saturday morning should have come with a warning. Gender rules were made by fools. Pink and blue are so old school. We need to rebuild with a new set of tools. Saturday morning should have come with a warning. Gender rules were made for fools. I'm getting therapy, I promise. Or I did get therapy for a while. But then my therapist broke up with me, and rightly so. But anyway, it's a whole other story. One more? You guys cool with one more? Hell yeah, hell yeah. So I have this other CD here called Re-Envision Quest, Old Songs Never Die. I can't really sell it.
Oh, you can't say. Cause I'm like, is that on the links that you sent me? Because
it is. It's you can listen to it for free on SoundCloud, or if you purchase 2 books from me, I'll throw it in for free.
So, there you go.
But I'll put all my links in there, and this one, because I can't sell it because it's like covers and mashups and stuff like that. But it's also got like my poetry,
so it's like
filtered in too.
Yeah. So it's like you can't like sell it, but if you buy this piece of paper, I'll slip in this album for you.
So if you buy a couple books, you get this CD.
Yeah. Bet.
So, so this is this is a mashup cover of a couple things that I put together because my inner hippie has fucking had enough.
Wait. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Older than you all realize.
My dude.
I'm young at heart, but I have old knees.
That's all you gotta say.
I have
You
a
said you're
youth,
inner hippie, and I'm like,
I have a youthful spirit, but I have an old soul. Like, you know.
yeah,
So, okay.
same here, brother. Same here.
So this is called Rocket Launcher Pacifist. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer out some justice. If I had a bell, I'd ring some bells for freedom. If I had a song, actually, it'd probably go a little more something like this. Here comes a helicopter for the second time today. And everybody is scattered and hopes it goes away. How many kids they've murdered, only God can say. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I'd make somebody pay. I don't believe in building walls, and I don't believe in hate. But I'm fucking tired of all this propaganda covering up these tortured states. When survivors speak of things too sickening to relate. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I would retaliate. At the Rio Grande Detention Center, tens of thousands weep and wait just to fall down from starvation or some less humane fate. Why does the U.S. punish them just for trying to escape? If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I would not hesitate. Need to sing for all the voiceless. At least I've gotta try. 'Cause every time I think about it now, water just drowns out my eyes. Situation desperate, echoes of the victims' cries. Now, I'm not a violent man. I'm not. I promise. And I do believe in like love and hope and peace and everything. I do. I really do. But right now, at this point in time, if I had a hammer, I'd bash some fucking skulls in and then knock some fucking teeth out all over the floor. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, some son of a bitch would die. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all all so much too, man.
That was
Hey,
hella dope. That was hella dope.